If a customer doesn't follow the certain system that your work is supposed to be doing, it's important to explain to the customer how the system works and what they're supposed to do, so then they understand for the next time, and it makes it only easy for them, but also easy for your workplace as well. Hi everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button down below if you didn't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoon sometimes, and today I have a Knit With Me story time, and as you can see, I'm knitting a project right here. And today's Knit With Me story time is going to be the time I was working with my coworker at work, and I caught a customer filling up a bottle without tearing it out first, and I'll explain that whole system when I tell the story. And this is a story about how this customer just walked in and started filling up her bottle, and she was unaware of how she was supposed to tear the bottle out. She didn't even ask for help, but she probably just got confused and didn't know that she would know the rules because it was her first time. So this is a story just to teach you guys, if you see a person walk in and they're supposed to follow certain rules, like weighing a bottle out before filling it up, or whatever the rules at your work are, you should politely explain it to them. Don't get mad at the customer because say they're doing it wrong. Just explain to them politely how they're supposed to follow these certain instructions in order for it to work with the system, just to make it easy at your work and easy for the customer so that they know for next time not to make that mistake again. So I'm going to get started, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. So this all started a couple months ago. I'm not sure when exactly, but I was working one day with my coworker, and for those who don't know what I do for work, I work as a sales associate at a local low-waste shop where people bring their own containers in and refill them, so that it makes it easy so people don't have to throw their containers away. And I was working one day, and I was working with one of my coworkers, and we're both kind of like helping customers. Like, I'm helping a customer fill up their product. I don't remember what product they wanted me to fill up, but I know I was helping a customer, and there was like two of us on the floor, and my other coworker was at the register, and she was working with a customer too. Like, she was like at the register, helping a customer pay for their product. And this lady walks right into our store, and she starts filling, and then she just walks over with her container that she had brought with her. And in our store, people can either buy containers from our store, they can take these jars that people donate to our store, like we have community jars like from grocery stores, and people can take those and refill and use them and refill them, or they can bring in their own containers. So this lady came in with her own container, and there were two of us on the floor, my coworker and I, and we both were helping customers. Like I said, my coworker was at the register, and I was helping a customer fill up her bottle. And with my work, we have tags that people have to put with our scale, and then once they put the tag against like the screen. So we have like a little iPad, and then when people weigh out their bottle, it shows the weight of the bottle on the iPad, and then you have to put the wooden tag on the thing, and then we have to wait for a little turtle to load. And that's kind of how it works at my work. I don't know how it works at your local low-waste shop, but that's how it works with my work. And so basically, I was working with my coworker, and like I said, my coworker was at the register with the customer while I was helping another customer filling up her container, and I was making sure her bottle was filled up as much as she wanted. And then out of the corner of my eye, I see this lady walk in, and she starts filling up a product, and I noticed she didn't walk over the scale. She just walked in and started filling up her product, and she didn't have like a tag around her bottle. So I noticed this lady just starting to fill up her bottle. And then after I'm done helping the customer, I walk up to the lady that was filling up her bottle, and I politely said, ma'am, you were supposed to weigh your bottle out first. And the lady was like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. And so what I did was I went through the whole spiel. I showed the lady where the scale was so she'd know where to weigh her bottle out, because at my work we have 2 scales. We have one at the register and one in the front. And so I walked her over, I showed her where the scale was, and I explained to her how if she needed her product refilled, she had to go to the scale first before she filled up her bottle. Because she had to weigh the bottle out, and then we have little wooden tags that we put against that screen, and she didn't do any of that stuff. So the lady kind of felt bad because she was a little confused, because I think, like I said, this was like her first time in the store, so she didn't ask for help or anything. Well, she saw that my coworker and I were working with customers, but I think this was her first, I assumed it was probably her first time, because she just walked over and started filling up her bottle, and I saw her doing it. And I was super polite about it. I explained to the lady how the whole system worked, of how next time when she came in with the product, she is to fill the bottle up. She is to weigh the bottle out first before she fills it up. So unfortunately, because the bottle was already filled, there was no way to weigh it out first. So I walk her up to my coworker who was at the register. So I told my coworker how the lady had accidentally filled up her bottle first before she was supposed to weigh it out. And the lady was super nice and apologized for accidentally just walking in and filling up her bottle. And she said it was like her first time at the store, and she just didn't know that she was supposed to weigh the bottle out first, and she didn't notice the scale right in front of the register, which we told her it's totally okay. You just need to make sure you weigh it out first, just to make it easy, so we know how much to put in the bottle. So the good news was the lady didn't overfill her bottle with the product, with whatever product she was putting in, but she accidentally filled her bottle up. But it wasn't that big of a deal. We still were able to get her transaction in, and the lady was very nice and very, very apologetic for the mistake. But we were very nice about it, and we explained to her how the whole process works so she would understand. And she was just very nice about the mistake. But and we told her sometimes it does happen, and we explained to the whole spiel that the customers have to tear their bottle out first before they fill them. So the moral of the story is, if a customer is not following some certain rules because it's their first time and they're new to this certain store, you should explain to them how the whole system works so that they understand, and explain to them how to do it. And a lot of customers are pretty nice about it, so don't tell them that they're making a mistake or they don't know how to do it, because it is kind of rude. You just politely explain to them that they're supposed to do this, they're supposed to do that, and how the whole system works, so then they understand, especially if it's their first time and they make a mistake for the first time. It's just polite to explain to them how the whole system works, so then they understand how to do it correctly, just to make it easy on them, and easy also for your job, so that to make sure that the customers are following the certain rules for certain things. So that was the story about how I caught a customer filling up her bottle without weighing it out first. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this taught you how, if you catch a customer doing something that they're not supposed to be doing in the store, like let's say maybe putting their groceries in the wrong place, putting grocery food in the wrong place, or let's say, for instance, filling up product in a bottle without tearing it out first. It's just important to politely explain to them how to do it. Don't tell them that they're doing it wrong. It's just really rude. So always just keep in mind is be professional and polite when you witness a customer not following certain instructions that are at your work. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoons sometimes, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye! Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, then make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. if a customer doesn't follow rules for the store, you have to explain like the rules of the system. Like, this isn't working.